Hello, hello, hello. It is Samantha here of Samantha Sutherland Art and Books, where I like to talk about art, I like to talk about books, especially art books and also books in general. If you're new here, welcome. It's lovely to have you here. It's always lovely to meet new people, and I hope that I'm a nice little welcoming kind of channel. That's what I'd like to be. Someone you can sit down and have a cup of tea with, which reminds me, I've got what's left of my cup of tea from tea. So if you'd like to grab yourself a brew, then we can have a little bit of a chat. And to those of you who have been here for a while, welcome back. It's lovely to have you here. It's lovely to have everybody here. This is just really a quick video. I always say that, but I've got a small amount of time because it's my daughter's bath time, plus the light's going down. And so yeah, I have a little bit of haul to show you, a little bit of book reading plans or ideas to share with you. So I'll start with my little haul from Oxfam Books in Altrincham. My husband treated me to a trip a week or two ago. I was feeling really down as well, so it really cheered me up. I was in a lot of pain and I got to go out to Oxfam Books. I got a few. One of them I can't believe I bought. And I might start this as a birthday read. I don't know yet, but it is The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexander Dumas. This little chap is 1,472 pages. I've got the first 400 pages in 10-page increments so that I can read 10 pages a day. But yes, I found this in the literature section, or as I call it, the classics section at Altrincham Books. And it's a beautiful cover, and this one is a vintage classics. So yes, and it's been read, you can see by this, but apparently this particular published book, the spine stands up quite well to reading, so it's quite good. So yes, so that's the first one. The second one, I saw it and I thought, I'm having that. My husband thought I meant I'm having it because of who it's published by, and I was like, actually, it's on my wish list. It is, and I got this for £3.99 by Persephone Books. This lovely tome, and it's one of the silver grey book covers, and inside is this. This might give you a clue what it's about. It's a gardening kind of clue, and there are roses, aren't they gorgeous? But the book is Gardener's Choice by Evelyn Dunbar and Charles Mahoney. I saw this and I thought, I have to have this. Plus it was actually on my wish list with Persephone anyway. Now I tend to buy Persephone books as a treat to myself when I've got the money for it, because they can be a little bit pricey. But I always try to make sure I buy at least one book from them. I tend to source the rest of them from things like eBay, Amazon, charity shops. So I thought, yes, this has to come home with me. I don't think this has ever been read, and if it has, the spine has stood up beautifully because there are no cracks or creases or anything. But yes, I happily found this and it came home with me. Also, whilst I was there, I got Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. So yes, I thought I want to add it to my classics collection, which is kind of growing quite quickly with these ones. And also this is adding to my Persephone collection, of which I think I have about 8 or 9 books now, including Miss Pettigrew, which I am still reading and I will get finished. And then I saw this, and then I read the first paragraph and I thought, this has to come with me. I've heard so much about this. It's Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. I've heard a lot about this book. Didn't they make a film as well? I think probably did. The only problem is the writing's rather. Oh, actually no, I don't mind the writing. I've got my own glasses on. But yeah, it's the other books I was thinking of. It's this opening paragraph. If you really want to hear about it, the first thing you'll probably want to know is where I was born, and what my lousy childhood was like, and how my parents were occupied, and all before they had me, and all that David Copperfield kind of crap. But I don't feel like going into it. If you want to know the truth, in the first place, that stuff bores me, and in the second place, my parents would have about 2 hemorrhages apiece if I told anything pretty personal about them. And I was like, yeah, that sounds like it's actually going to be a really, really interesting read. So yeah, looking forward to starting that. And then I joined Tristan and the Classics, his Patreon. He's got a book club, which each month they have a book or books allocated to the months. And this time, I can't remember what the third one is, but it's Three Men in a Boat by Jerome K. Jerome and Ernest Hemingway's Movable Feast. And I think it's George Orwell's Down and Out in Paris and London. I could be completely wrong, but this book I'm not brilliantly happy about because the text is so tiny. It's teeny weeny, and I'm going to have trouble with that. So I might actually buy another copy of this and donate this one to the charity shop. This one is printed by Amazon. But luckily they seem to have changed the cardstock because it's not as bad. The text in this is quite small. Again, size of the book, because the size of this, and it's got tiny flipping text in it. So I have found a copy that I really wanted to get but didn't have the money at the time. So I actually might go ahead and buy that anyway and make that my last book buy for this month, or because my birthday is coming up. So, and I've got quite a few books I want to put on the list for that. So if I make that my last book buy for the next few months, because I'm going to be, my time's going to be taken up with reading these two for May and June. And also I'm finishing Miss Pettigrew, which I've nearly finished. And also, if you noticed, I've done 10-page increments with this as well. There's like 120 pages in this, so it's pretty quick read anyway. But I'm hoping, I've been taking notes and tips from Tristan and the Classics, because I have been kind of watching his channel quite a lot the last couple of weeks, and he mentioned about doing it in like 10-page increments. That way you can kind of read it a lot easier. That's like 10 pages at a time, and it's not such a big feat to actually kind of read the book and things. So I'm hoping that helps. So yes, I'm looking forward to reading this. It sounds a lot of fun. It's literally about three men on a boat. It's a funny kind of read, and they take a boating holiday in the Thames from Kingston upon Thames to Oxford and back to Kingston. It was originally intended to be a serious travel guide with accounts of local history along the route, but the humorous elements took over the point where the serious and somewhat sentimental passages seem a distraction to the comic novel. Three Men are based on Jerome himself and two real-life friends, George Wingrave and Carl Henshaw, with whom Jerome often took boating trips. The dog, Montmorency, is entirely fictional, but, as Jerome admits, developed out of that area of inner consciousness which in all Englishmen contains an element of the dog. So that sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun to read. Also, I bought 4 books from World of Books, which was a little tiny hiccup this time, but it was sorted really quickly, and unfortunately one of the books I thought was lost turned up yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. So I have emailed them to find out what shall I do with it, because I've already been refunded for it, which was a poetry collection of Ted Hughes poems illustrated by Raymond Briggs of the Snowman fame. And it is a beautiful book. And yeah, so I've emailed them to get it, to find out what I need to do. And I also went into, did I get it from the same one? No, we went to CEX in Stockport, and I might just get rid of that because it's icky. There's stickers on it have gone sticky. I bought with my, well, I say bought, I swapped for vouchers, a 3 film, which this is actually on my list to watch anyway: Pride and Prejudice, Shakespeare in Love, and Sense and Sensibility, and my all-time favourite, Kenneth Branagh's A Midsummer Night's Dream. I absolutely I love Midsummer Night's Dream. It's my favourite Shakespeare ever, and I'm looking to get Macbeth actually, because it sounds like it might be quite a good read. I also, along with the Pam Ayres book, I did a review of last week I think it was. I got the book that turned up today, which is the Ted Hughes, the one that turned up yesterday, which is the Ted Hughes one. I bought another one which I mentioned, because I mentioned these other ones, but this finally came last Saturday I think it was, which is Carol Duffy's Selected Poems. It finally came. It was all very odd. There's something wrong with the the post office, obviously. That's the only thing I can think of. And yeah, so they all finally came. So also, just to let you know, I have been watching YouTube quite a bit, as I've mentioned Tristan on the Classics, and if he ever gets to see this video, I hope you feel better soon. He's got COVID. Apparently he's really quite poorly. I've had it a few times myself, and it's not fun. It's horrible. And I hope he's feeling better very soon, and I hope he's back to his happy self, because he's a lot of fun to watch, and just, take it easy and get well soon. So I've been watching his channel, Alice and the Giant Bookshelf. I've also been watching Gem of Books, Miranda Mills, and also Ariel Bisset, because I absolutely love watching what she's doing with her house, and it's really inspiring as well. And also, she's dealing with chronic illness herself. She also has AIDS. So yeah, it's been great to watch her videos of her doing her house up, which I think is fantastic. I really do. But also a tiny bit of a stationery haul, which finally came whilst I was doing something up here. I didn't even hear them deliver it. To go in my book nerd kit, which is here. I might swap this for the Midsummer Night's Dream one, because I prefer that one. It's so much prettier. I got a pack of 3, but one of them's gone to my daughter. Small rulers. It's got a pack of 4, but 2 have gone to my daughter. Highlighters. I got these because they are soft grip, and yeah, there you go, they're soft grip. And also I got these because I need them for my book page flags, because they're getting all chewed up and everything. So I'm going to cut them down and put them in one of these. And these came as a pack of 5. 1 went to my daughter. I've got the other 4. I might give her 1 more as well. But then again, I'm left with 3, and that's an odd number. Also, I have been more listening than reading the last couple of weeks, because I've been so busy. I've been listening to the Monsters collection with my daughter. Although she's 8, she's doing quite well with Jekyll and Hyde, which is the first one. It was the first book I got with my subscription on Audible, and it's a collection of 3 books in one, and it was it's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Frankenstein, and Dracula. And I was part way through Frankenstein, and I realised I didn't really remember a huge amount of the books I've been listening to, because of my memory being so bad. So we're listening to it from the beginning, and she's really enjoying it. So that's kind of cool. She's into Gothic Victorian literature, which is yay. Also, I got free with Audible the poems collection. I can't quite remember the name of the actual book, but I will put it here somewhere. So I got that one with Audible, and also I purchased, because the mini-series is now showing on Sky, but The Tattooist of Auschwitz, I've been wanting to read it for absolutely ages, but I want to also watch the series. So I purchased the Audible book. So I figure if I read it 2 hours a day, for 3 days, I'll get through it. And by the time the next episode is on, which will be next Thursday, I will have got through the book, and I can then watch the series. Because I really would like to see how it differs from the book. And it looks like it's going to be fantastic as well. So that looks like it's going to take up a bit of my time as well. Have I got any bookish ideas? I don't have plans. They never work. So ideas, I have ideas. We're not stupidly far off finishing the spare room, really, but my husband's back's just gone. So it's bank holiday Monday and Monday, so she's mini-me's at home. And then she goes back on Tuesday, but I've got a hospital appointment. I think I mentioned I'm going to be going into hospital to have a cyst removed. And I am currently trying to figure out what book to take into hospital with me. I'm thinking The Shooting Party. That would be a good one, because it's a short one as well, and I really want to read that. So other than that, because obviously it's looking kind of, we're in May now, so I think it will be June or July. when I go in, so because they're doing a rush job apparently. So it was looking to be kind of June, July-ish. So we hopefully can get my daughter's room finished at least, and then I'd like to share with you the plans, and they are plans because they'll be all drawn out and all that rubbish. I actually am really putting some thought into the spare room when I get, well, her room when I get it back becomes the spare room. So once that's all completely cleared out, I will take you in there and I will show you what I'll be dealing with. It's only a small room, so I have to think really hard because it's going to be a library slash art studio with a bit of knitting thrown in, because there will be an armchair in there for when I'm reading and also for when I'm knitting. I will be hopefully creating some textile art in there, which is my preferred choice of art, as well as painting. But the main thing is it will be a library. So I want to take you with me on that journey of what I'm going to do, cupboards and bookcases and things like that. So that's going to be interesting and fun. So yeah, we're one step closer to that. But also with my other channel, which is a textiles channel, I am doing a big stitch for my birthday. I wanted to do something really big for my birthday this year. So I was going to stitch something different, and I've decided instead I'm going to stitch a Pride and Prejudice sampler. A Jane Austen Pride and Prejudice sampler. I've already bought it. I've already kitted it up. If you're interested, I will put a picture around here somewhere. And that's my big stitch. Also, that leads me into this because not only do I have it on Audible as part of my membership, but also I also now have the film. I'm also debating whether to buy the series as well, because I did enjoy the series when I was younger, and it was also filmed not too far from where I lived at one point, and it was also filmed at Limehall in Stockport. So yes, so I could stitch for the whole entirety of the book, the film, and then the series. I think that would be kind of a cool thing to do, or the book, the series, and then the film. I did like the Keira Knightley film. It was actually filmed at, I want to say Dunham Massey. It could have been filmed at Lyme again, but I think it might have been Dunham Massey. I'll have to Google that, and if I'll let you know somewhere if I'm right. Also, anything I've mentioned, anyone I've mentioned, I will put in the description box below. Yeah, so that is, I think, everything for today. It was just a really quick one-ish. Hopefully, because the week coming up is going to be super, super busy. The week after shouldn't be as busy. And I look forward to hopefully making a sit-down chat video with a cup of tea with you then. So until the next time, I hope you've enjoyed spending this little bit of time with me. Thank you for being here and watching my videos and supporting my little channel. If I get to 50 subscribers by Christmas, I might do a giveaway. 50, I mean, that just doesn't sound a lot in YouTube land, but to me, it's not about how many people. I mean, more people, lovely, because that means I'm spreading my love of books and my dyslexia, and what I can, and hopefully I can give hints and tips. And also, I'm hoping to go on some days out into some nice old houses with my National Trust membership, whether it'll be with Mini-Me or it'll be with my husband. So yes, look forward to that. So until the next time, you can find me as always on Instagram and on Goodreads. And for now, good reading to you. I'll see you later. Thanks very much. Have a lovely weekend and enjoy your week. And hope your bank holiday is nice weather. Let's hope it's nice weather this time, because usually it's not so fantastic, is it? So yeah, happy reading to you. And maybe comment below what you're reading. Have you got any birthday reading plans? I might start this little book. God, it's heavy. I might start this for my birthday. We'll see. So until the next time, as I said, good reading to you, and I will see you all later. Bye bye, everyone. See you later.